Hello friends, my name is Habib. Today we're going to learn how to create animated Navbar using HTML, CSS and animejs. So before you watch this video, make sure you have a basic knowledge of HTML, CSS and animejs. Or watch my introduction to HTML, intro to CSS, and my animejs videos. Now open VS Code. So if you want to open VS Code, just click on this VS Code button. So anyways, once you've opened VS Code, go to File, Open Folder, Documents, right click, New Folder and name it Nav Anim. Select. Once you've done that, close this rubbish tab and create an index.html file, an index.css file. So normally you would create an index.js file, but instead I'm going to use another way, which is by using these script tags. Script tags, you can basically write JavaScript in these script tags. Then I'm going to write alert. This is a script tag. Save, copy, paste. Open your browser. Wait. Once you've done that, paste the path in your search bar. You see now there's an alert that says this is a script tag. Yes, I trust the authors. So anyways, yeah, you can basically write JavaScript in this script tag. Now create a div, and like 4 h1s. To do that, write h1 times 4. Or if your text editor doesn't have that feature, you can just write everything manually. Reload. Now, so you see nothing happened. That is because we haven't put any text in these h1s. So anyways, now reloading the page each time we save the file is too much of a hassle. So I'm going to close this, right click. Now you can click on Open with Live Server. Now right click on the HTML file, Open with Live Server. So anyways, once you've done that, you will now see, once it's finished loading, you will see that if you write something like home about port portfolio and contacts. I don't care if I write it wrong. You'll see that when we save it, the document, it will auto refresh. Contact. So if I correct this, now you'll see the same thing applies to here. So anyways, now write link rel equals style sheet href equals index.css. Now I'm going to give this div a class of di. Now in the index.css write .di display flex, justify content space around. Now you will see that it auto refreshes, and now this is more like a navbar, but it's a pretty uncool because, well, it's just a bunch of text that says home, about, and contacts. So right, background color coral, it auto refreshes, and we've got this. Still pretty uncool. So now write .dih1 color white. See? Much better. Now increase the padding to something like 30 pixels. Contacts. Anyways, so once you've done that, now let me change this color back to black. And now let me make this lighter by dragging the slider here. Just write RGB 255, 175 and 146. So now, yeah, this doesn't really look very good. So now I am going to write Varela round font, round font, Varela round font. Go to Varela round Google font, or the first link that appears. And then select it. After that, copy this, copy the URL, which should be here, paste it at the beginning of the CSS file. Once you've pasted it at the beginning of the CSS file, copy this. Now at the beginning of the CSS file, write asterisk, then paste it. Now it's much more rounder. Also, I didn't need to reload the page since the page auto refreshes. So anyways, I'm going to change the color of this to coral. Change the color of the background to coral. Now you can see they're practically invisible. So scroll the slider down, or just write RGB 143, 41 and 45. Much better. So anyways, I'm also going to increase the font size to something like 40 pixels. Much better again. So anyways, I'm also going to add a class of active to this home. Now, I don't want to design a website, but I'm just doing that because, well, it's just good to do that. Now write .di h1 active, or just write .di.active color green. Now this is green. Yellow. So now you see that this is very light green. Now hover over this and move the slider down. Up. There we go, perfect. So anyways, now it's time to get to the actual animating of these things. So now, in this script tag, put it at the bottom of the HTML file. Paste. And now create a new tab and search for animejs.com. Download v3.2.1. Click on this button over here. Duh. Code. Then download zip. We're just going to download the zip file. While that's downloading, I'm also going to change this. Make it brighter. There we go. So anyways, once it's done downloading, click on it, double click on the zip file, then click on extract to, now after that locate your folder, which is nav anim, then click on OK. Now you should see a folder called anim master here. The only one we need is this anim.min.js, which is located in the lib. Cut it and paste it. And then delete the folder as a whole, because everything else is useless. So anyways, once you've done that, at the end of the body write script source equals anim.min.js /script. Close the GitHub page and nothing happens. That is because we actually haven't added any animations yet. Now write anim.set. Now if you've watched my previous anim.js videos, you might be wondering, what does anim.set do? Well, I'm going to explain it to you now. So write anim.set.di translate y minus 1000. But we expect, and there is one error. Now cut this, paste it under the script source equals anim.min.js, and now everything is fine. So if you're using something like script, remember to put it under the anim.js file. So now the thing has just disappeared out of existence. The navbar we made has just disappeared out of existence. Why, you may ask? That is because this anim.set, it sets whatever is in here to whatever is in these curly braces. So now it is going to set this y position to -1000, which explains the random disappearance. Also create a timeline, anim.timeline, add a duration of like 1000. Now, if you've used animation software before, you might know what this is all about. But this is basically just a timeline where we can add different things to it. We can add different animations to the timeline. So just like keyframes, but more powerful. So anyways, when we reloaded, nothing happened because we actually haven't added the animation yet. So on tl.add, write target dot di, comma, translate y 0. Now you see it comes in an elasticy fashion, but this is still pretty uncool. It just disappears and then goes down and then, you know, does all those stuff. That's pretty boring. So copy this anim.set, copy, then paste it. Instead of writing .di, write .dih1, and then set the scale to 0. Now you see that these have suddenly disappeared out of nowhere. Because this, it just sets these h1 scale to 0. Now also write tl.add targets .dih1, comma, scale is equal to 1. Now you see, yay, they appear again, but they all appear at once, which is not really cool of them. Pretty uncool of them. So write delay anim.stagger like wait. Put something like 100 in it. Now, wow, this is amazing. This is so animated. I could just look at it for a million years. So now there are a few more things I want to show you before I end off this video. So yeah, currently we don't have any hover animation, so write .dih1 hover font size 50px and cursor pointer. Way more realistic. And now, if we go to the animejs official website, if we go there and then go to documentation, easings, penners functions, now you'll be able to see all of these eases. Now you can write comma easing, ease in out Now, ease in out sign is my favorite ease in because it just makes everything more smoother. Okay, first I need to hot this. Oh, I made a mistake. I was meant to put this in the timeline, not the anim.set. So anyways, now you see that everything has the easing of ease in out sign. Since I don't like that, I'm just gonna remove it. The elastic one is way better. Oh, and there's also the extension called Live Preview, which allows you to preview your HTML files in VS Code. So now, if you have this extension installed, now just right click on your HTML file and then click on Show Preview, which is going to show a preview of your HTML file. It's going to show a preview of your HTML file right in VS Code. This is extremely useful, especially if you don't want to, go out of VS Code just to preview your HTML file. I can close this browser. Pretty cool, huh? And it also allows you to change the size of the thing you're previewing. So anyways, that is it for today's video. Hope you enjoyed it. Subscribe to my channel ObaCode. Bye!